Someone just pulled the cord my husband had.
She's a diva with a destiny, got purpose and zest, you see. Books, business, and accessories. She walks in favor and she's blessed indeed. She keeps her head and her heels high, and her limit soars beyond the sky. If it's purpose she's pushing, you've tuned in with Table Talk with a Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya. Hey, hey. And if you're feeling down, come in. The enemy he's trapped won't win. For God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win. Hey. Table Talk with a Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya. Hey, hey. And if you're feeling down, come in.
Well, great rising, and welcome back to Table Talk. We are here and we are ready to get this show started. I am super excited, delighted, and ignited to be back before you for season number 8. God has been faithful. He has been sovereign, and he has been better than good. I'm going to say that again. He's been better than good. So thank you so much for joining Table Talk with the Diva. I am Piera Collins, the visionary of this amazing platform, and I have nothing but the experts and amazing guests that comes on and share their journey, a part of their journey, because we don't have enough time to talk about it all, but they share their journey and how God has just strategically divine them, place them in positions for ministry and business and all that good stuff. So I'm excited. So welcome back. I'm so happy for you joining and thankful for joining me today. I have an amazing guest. She is a vocalist, a trainer, instructor, and expert, as I said before. So that's what we do here at Table Talk with the Diva. We highlight women influencers that are making a difference all over the globe. And she's definitely global, y'all. So if you are interested in music and you have a passion and you know that your purpose has something to do with music, you might want to tap in. So do me a favor. First of all, I need you to tag, share, and like the episode. Get your girlfriends, mama them, sister them, Pookie, Ray Ray. I need all them at the platform. There's a seat at the table for you, and you. So once again, welcome back. So grateful. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. The woman, the queen that I decided to highlight for today was none other than our amazing First Lady, Michelle Obama. So Michelle today was in my heart, and so I just kind of mentored. She's mentoring me from afar. So I'm so grateful for her elegance, her classy, and her sassiness that she displays. That's right. So she is purposely flawed. And Michelle says, when they go low, we go high. So I need you to say that with me. Whenever whoever they are, when they go low, we go high. So that's what we're going to do right now as we are pursuing our destiny. We won't get distracted with things because things come up. You know, it doesn't always feel good. It doesn't always look good. We don't always understand God's purpose and his plan for what he has. But because he's allowed whatever to come our way, that means that you and I are both equipped already to come through it. So when we're going through something, remember, we never just go through it, but we grow through it. So I'm elated to say today, Miss Dileesa, I'm sure, has an amazing story. So fasten your seatbelts and we're going to go ahead and bring her in. Welcome, 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 Miss Dileesa.
Hi.
Hey! Welcome, welcome to Table Talk. Thank you so much for your yes to God and yes to Table Talk. How are you this evening?
Thank you. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Outstanding. Thank you for asking. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Woo! I'm trying to catch my breath. Oh my God. Oh, God is so good. It is so good to see you here looking amazing as
Oh my goodness, fresh face.
oh my God. And I've got to share quickly, and I haven't formally met Dileesa in person, but it's like I know her, and how I discovered you. You were discovered in my life. Chasneen Houston was my baby in my stage production. And her,
Wow.
had talked about you quite a bit, and we talked about the different talents that Chesney has, just talking. And so I noticed you come in a couple of times we were, doing the advertisement for the production, and
Mm.
in complete, complimenting Chesney. And so I kind of peeked in on your page and I was like, whoa, I said, okay, she bad. So Chesney's, she said, oh yeah, she's a bad girl. She bad woman. So when she complimented you and they gave you great kudos, I started following you, and
Oh.
but impressed with your craft. You are one amazing woman.
Oh my God. I had no idea. And let me tell you, for them to cast you as Chasney's mother, that is perfect because you look just like Chasney's mother and grandmother. You
Oh
could
my
fit right in there. So that's
God.
you were
Was,
cast as her mom.
yeah, no, she was actually my daughter in my stage production. She was my
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
daughter.
no, that's perfect. Y'all look just
Perfect.
alike.
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much. That warms my heart to hear that. It's very humbling.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Humble is the way up. Oh my God. So yes, you really impressed me, and they spoke very highly of you. And so I miss Chasney. So when we took the production on the road, she wasn't able to travel because she was relocating to California and doing amazing things out there now. So I'm super proud to be even on her list, that she has done some work for me and with me. So definitely I miss them truly. But once again, thank you so much. So I know that you have, let me back up. Normally, when we come on, I have an icebreaker. So I'm going to give you two words. I'll give you one. You give me whatever comes up, comes out. Whatever the first thing that comes and drops in your spirit, then you just say it. One word. And I always tell them, not a sentence, not a paragraph, just one word. I'll give you one.
Oh no. Okay.
So are you ready?
Okay.
Vocalist. All right. All right. Your first word would be run.
Run.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Houston. Oh, that's two words.
Well, that's my favorite. That'll work. I'll take that because she's the queen of runs. Woo. She's the queen of runs. I love her. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So second word would be talent.
Shalea.
Okay. Tell me that one again.
Do you know there's a young lady named Shalea? She's an incredible talent.
Okay.
I just mentioned her name.
Okay, cool beans. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Whitney Houston and Shalea. Okay, I love that name, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Well, I always say that words are important. We speak life, or we have a decision to make. We choose life or death, whatever we speak out of our mouth. So I am trying to be very cautious and cognizant about what I speak, out of my mouth. So I tell everyone words are very important to me. And so positivity is contagious, just like negativity is contagious. So we ought to always be mindful and try to be as cognizant as possible with the words that we are speaking. Change
Mhm.
the narrative, and so
Mhm.
words are important. So I always do the icebreaker, and that's just something that we do here at Table Talk and
Mhm.
for us. So yes, well, thank you for that. And
Mhm.
giving me that. Absolutely. So let's share a little bit. And I know when I originally contacted you, you said, well, you wasn't an author. And I'm like, she don't know. I know who she is. That's funny. When I saw the message, that was funny. Like, but thank you, though. I was like, no, oh, you, Miss Dileesa, I know what you do. You're the vocal coach. I got you.
And funny enough, it was on my timeline for this year that I should have put a book out for my
Yeah.
birthday, which was July 4th. I was supposed to have a book. It was just there was so much going on in the last 6 months. I didn't get to it. So I was like, oh, I'm an author, you know? It
Yeah, so
was,
definitely I'll have you back when that book is completed because I know it's coming. It is
yes, ma'am.
coming.
Thank you.
Awesome. My husband's birthday, July 3rd. So you're the 4th. Well, happy
Yeah,
belated birthday.
thank you.
I pray
Thank you.
you celebrated really big, really well.
Thank you. It was
Uh,
nice.
awesome. So let's talk about a part of your journey. What even got you interested? What was that thing that made you know that music was your thing, that training and helping people captivate their skills and all that? What was it that drew you to what you're doing?
Okay, that's a great question. I feel like though there's two different things to discuss. One is how did I get into music? I've been singing since I was 2 years old. And I was singing like in church with a microphone at 4 years old. So it's just something I've always done. My grandfather just kind of believed in us and he had us in the church. And so he made sure that when I say we, I'm talking about me, my brother, my sister, and my mom and my aunts and uncles, all of us.
Okay.
But he saw something in my sister and myself because she sings as well. And he just always had us on stage. So singing, I don't think I ever, I think I was always an outgoing child.
Okay.
I think that, and because of that, I never really had nerves about singing. It was more so like it was my time to show people what I could do.
Wow.
So I think I just always grew up with that confidence in my gift. It was always just kind of assumed that music would be a huge part of my life. Definitely my grandparents to this day especially my grandma wanted me to be an attorney. She's like, you can't sing, but you should have been a lawyer.
Yeah,
So but singing has been very natural to me. As far as like going into teaching, I never thought I would do that ever. I never thought I would have the grace for it, the patience for it, the desire.
okay.
And so that was really where the Holy Spirit intercepted my life and
Yes.
um, began to just show me that that's where He wanted me um, to be. I was married. My oldest children were very young. They were toddlers. And so I kind of felt like I wasn't sure, what I was doing with my life. I was in my early 20s still. And I literally got on my face and prayed and I said, God, what is it that you would have me do? And God said, I've given you music, go teach. And baby, I was on my face and I said, God, what's the plan B? And God was like, that's it, sis. So, I was shaking, but I went ahead and made some business cards and I started telling people, well, I guess I was charging $13 per
Come on.
lesson because I just didn't really believe anybody would really hire me as a teacher. I didn't think I was that good or, I just doubted my ability. So I didn't really put much stock in it, but I wanted to be obedient.
Correct.
Um, and so then I got on YouTube and I just made videos about my first video was mastering vibrato. This was like '08. So YouTube was very new. And I saw other YouTube videos about, I don't know how long you wanted this answer to be, but I'm almost done.
No,
So,
no.
okay.
More.
Okay. So I saw on YouTube that people were teaching how to sing, how to teach voice. And I thought the videos were terrible. I didn't think they were teaching it very well. So I was like, at that point, I was in college. I was in my 4th year. So I was like, I was getting my degree in voice. So I decided that I would put out a video to show people what a real voice lesson would look like. And because I had just done a whole thing on how to teach someone how to get vibrato that doesn't have vibrato. So I kind of basically went off on my list because I just wanted to demonstrate what a real voice lesson looks like. And from there, people were asking if I taught online. And I was like, no. People in Sweden and all over the world. So it was like I was global instantly. That wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it took me 6 months to agree to teach somebody over Skype. You know, I was like, people would ask me, I'm like, no. So I finally said yes. And after that lesson, she was so happy. And that made me go, this is a thing. This is a thing. And so I gained confidence from there.
Love it. Oh my. And one thing I heard you say, and I was going to say it, but after you finished, but you said it, you were doubting yourself. And so we do that a lot.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
You know, not understanding that what is it God has already equipped us, as I said before, but we're doubting ourselves. And people will see, most of the time, they will see your skills, your gift, your talent, your anointing long before you do.
Absolutely.
Because we are listening to that inner chatter. So I'm grateful that you continue to just be obedient, saying, you know, because you know how it is, we don't really see what God sees or what he says about us. We just say, well, you know, I don't fit the part. And God, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, I didn't feel qualified. I was like, I don't even have my degree yet. And why would I teach over online? I can't touch their stomach. I can't do this. I can't do that. I was like, there's no way. That lady walked away so happy. I was like, what? So, yeah, that definitely let me know. And I realized that God has graced me for it.
Yes.
You know, because even my friends were like, you're teaching voice? You know, because they're like, we know you, you know. We used to have American Idol parties where we would just laugh at all the bad people on there. So it was just like, you're teaching somebody how to sing. But I would tell them, I said, I honestly believe God has given me the grace for it because there's something beautiful about getting people to see the best version of themselves. Like they really want to sing. And the fact that I have the ability to pull out the most beautiful sound out of them, it's just like to see that light bulb go on. And it's like, I can do it. I am valuable in this space. I do have something to offer in this space.
Fine,
like
Queen.
That's just amazing to me.
That part, Queen. I love it. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Being able to help and just push and let them see, you know, because a lot of, like I said, we don't see the beauty of which we carry, or even our purpose, but other people do. And so that has to just make you feel amazingly proud of what God has given you, and you have act on it. You're not just talking about it, but you're being.
Mm-hmm.
My God. And on Sunday, I had dinner with some girlfriends and my husband. We was just having a good little Sunday evening. And I was telling them about, you know, they was like, well, who's back on the show, you know, coming back for season 8, because I took a break in July. God gave me rest. Thank you, Lord, for that.
Amen. Yes.
And so, yes, ma'am. And so I was telling them, I said, I actually have a vocal coach. So Tracy was like, what? She said, I have to get on. She said, you think she would give me lessons? I said, that's what she does. I said, of course. Why would she? I mean, I said, I don't know her schedule, but definitely. So I have someone that is interested in connecting with you. So when this is over, I will definitely send the information, because she sings. She's actually a worship leader.
Lovely.
But she said, yes, I want to. She sings in another group as well. But I'm giving the shout out, Tracy Jones. I'll let her know what you said. So yeah, we were talking about you on Sunday evening. I said, I'm so excited. I do a little something, but I'm like, I always say, Lord, if he had given me that, like what you do, who, Lord, that's what they would be saying, Pierre, be quiet. Hush, girl, hush. Queen, no, don't say no more. Oh, Lord. But I've always had a desire, but maybe the training probably would help or whatever. I don't know. But I love music, and I'm always inspired by music. So that inspires that. Oh, wow. So you've been doing it for how long now?
Oh, man.
Right.
I want to say maybe 14 years, 13 or 14 years.
Wow.
God is faithful.
Yes,
I
he
feel like you haven't even asked me this yet, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
say it anyway, girl.
God, God has used my yes in this area to literally pave the rest. Every good thing
Mm,
that has come in my life
come on.
in the last 14 years has come from me saying yes to this.
Say,
Every amazing
ooh,
friend, every amazing connection, every opportunity, every just advancement has come because I said yes, and I continue to say yes.
say yes. Oh my God.
Everything.
Oh,
It's literally like
mm,
it's like God has planted me in an area, and it just continues to grow fruit. It's like where you are, it's just the fruit's just going to continue to come up. I'm going to continue to feed you from this point. All I needed you to do was to walk to this point, and I promise you I got you from here. Just
wow.
stay there.
Yes, yes, yes. I can identify and I can relate. And
Yeah.
on our call this morning, we were just talking about that. I taught on being thankful, telling God thank you. And then today, one of the other lady hosts said the same thing, just talking about being thankful and being obedient to the yes, giving God your yes. And once you give him the yes, don't worry about what is ahead because he has you. All he wants is your obedience. And so you just confirmed again because of your yes and the spirit of obedience, God just keeps making a way. He keeps providing. He's just awesome. He is awesome like that. So there is power in the yes. There is power in obedience. And as you said, he gives you the grace.
Mhm.
So I know as you said, your grandparents has got to be so proud, granddaddy, grandma.
They are. And you know what? They're like in their 90s,
Ooh,
and they're on Facebook. So they follow everything I do, honey.
love it. In
Yes.
the 90s and doing Facebook. Yeah.
Yes. And our grandmother now, she texts like shorthand and everything now. Like instead of saying thank you, she's like TY, you
Oh
know,
my,
or like she's learned shorthand. We're like, what?
where they do that at? Okay. That,
Yeah, funny.
that is awesome. But that's when they are just behind you and they're showing you that they are so proud of
They're
you.
so
Because
proud. They're like, we see every picture, we see every post. You're doing so good.
yes, big mama. That's how they do. You got one of the real big mamas like I had. So I understand that completely. My God.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So teaching now, and during the pandemic, we're in it, but we're not in it, like it was.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How did business go for you? Did it kind of explode or did it really slow down? You
Oh
know,
my goodness. It
or
exploded. I
that,
think everyone was like, what am I going to do in my free time? Yeah. I
yeah.
think I'm going to learn how to sing.
My,
That is exactly what happened for me. Overnight,
yeah,
my clientele grew 150%.
my God, I believe
Oh,
that.
and
Because
then if that wasn't enough, within 6 months, March was when the pandemic started, and so I was managing all through the summer, just having this influx of clientele, and then I had a I had a lovely idea that I wanted to make $20,000 in the month. So
yeah,
I was like, okay, I want to start making 20 grand a month. So I'm gonna like start putting some things in place. You know what? In order to kick this off, I'm going to do a 50% off sale. Now I've done 50% off sales before, and
yes.
it was always like cool,
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
not kidding. In 3 days, I gained 100 new clients.
They go there, yeah.
And then within I literally was doing like 50. I think at one point it was like 57 clients a week. It was insanity. I
Ooh,
had to like take 2 months off. I had to hire two other teachers. I was just like, God, I'm gonna have to trust you
yes.
because what happened was like I made myself sick. So it's like
Mhm.
everything that I've wanted, God has given it to me to show me that I don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? So
Girl,
yeah,
that is, and
but
people.
it's a blessing.
That's right. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are chatting with the amazing Dileesa, the vocal coach, the trainer, the expert on voice and vocal training. So I need you, just if you just tuned in, I need you to invite someone if you know that they are musically inclined or they have a desire to learn and grow in that area. you may want to get them on. So I just want you, because this is powerful. And she's dropping so many nuggets, because we're talking about, even just in her yes, how God has continued to just flourish everything that she's touching. It's just growing leaps and bounds because of our yes. And that's all God wants from us, is our willingness. That's all he wants, is our willingness. We try to figure it out. We don't have to do that. So I need you to remember to tag, share, and like the episode. So we are Facebook Live right now on YouTube as well as Facebook. So I need you to definitely get someone on that you know. I mean, it could be a choir director, it could be a choir member, it may be your daughter, your son that has a passion for singing, but they don't quite know the correct
technique.
because I don't know the language. So I'm gonna say that. I grew up in church and singing on the choir, and had an amazing minister of music, Sam Dennis, who went home to be with God. And then I had another amazing minister of music, Michael Taylor, new voices, went to be with the Lord, but just been trained by a lot of wonderful men that knew their stuff. And now we have here the vocal coach that sometimes give 50%. I didn't say today. I'm just saying sometimes. So whenever the Lord, I guess, speaks to her, then that's what she does. So definitely we're going to continue this conversation, but please remember to share this episode, tag someone. And my niece, I pray that she's watching, Mattia Washington. She's a worship leader and an amazing singer. So I definitely wanted her to catch this. She sings Facebook Live everything. Just have a heart to sing and worship. And I was like, oh, Tia's got to catch this episode. She got to catch it. So definitely tune in, Tia. You may have some questions or some insight on some other stuff that you're about to embark upon. So definitely the help is here. So what was, I had a question. Definitely. So but back to how your business exploded during the pandemic. And I figured that because so many people discovered their niche, their purpose during the pandemic. Just being home, and it's like all of a sudden, I didn't know I liked this, or learning how to cook. Some people wrote cookbooks, some people wrote help books and self-help books, and just whatever, did so many things new that they never thought they could or would do. And I can only imagine it exploded, like you said. So now you mentioned about doing it online with Skype. How are the sessions? Are they 30 minutes, an hour? How do you, if you can kind of give me insight on that?
Either one. So the way that I set it up now is I ask people to do 12-week sessions because I've been doing it for a long time, and I've realized that it takes about 12 weeks for people to get real change that is going to stick with them. And I want to walk people through to that point.
Okay,
so
fair.
I do 12-week sessions, but so it can be 12 30-minute sessions or 12 55-minute sessions. Okay.
So do you think it's too late for me? I mean, I'm 52, but I'm just saying.
I don't think it's too late for you. I mean, I haven't heard you sing, but some people's voices are really untouched. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's not really a whole lot of bad that needs to be undone. It's just we need to get some good technique in there, just make you aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Right.
So no.
Okay.
I've taught ladies who are older, ladies and gentlemen who are older, and I think the biggest hurdle really is just that for most people in general, especially older people, is you already have an idea of what your voice can do, what your voice is supposed to sound like, and how you want to sound. And so you're filtering everything I say through what you want your voice to sound like, versus just allowing the sound to come out and allowing that sound, no matter how whimpery it is, to be the sound, and then allow it to keep doing it so that until the sound builds. Like you have to build new muscle memory that's just not there. And when we start hearing that, we're like, I don't like that. I'm just gonna do what I know, And it's just like, no, just have patience, pull back, and I promise that muscle memory will start kicking in. The muscles will start doing what they're supposed to do. But at first, it'll be weak.
Okay, makes sense. I'm going to pray about that because I've always had a desire to really just. I said, "Oh my God!" Especially when I watch, anybody singing that can really blow. Because there's some people think they can sing, and I've been saying, "Girl, mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
But then the ones that can really blow, like you and
Oh, thank you.
Beyoncé and Whitney and Mattia Washington, and them. Who I've just said, "Oh Lord, I wish I could. I wish I could."
Yeah.
So I would. I'm going to pray about that because I think that's something I've always had an interest. So never know.
Yeah.
Never know. That is awesome. So, do you think you will retire? You have a desire to do anything else? Is what you're doing is all that you will do from this point on because you love it so?
No, ma'am. I would
Mm.
like to do other things.
Down the road. Okay.
No, like very, very soon down the road. I really want in the next couple years. And it's not that I think I'm just gonna not be teaching at all. I think teaching is always gonna be part of my life, but maybe not as big a part of my life as it is right now. Um, and that's why I started my booking agency,
Mm-hmm.
the Wedding Band. I'm really excited about that because it gives me a chance to work without sitting in front of a computer, having to talk and teach and all that stuff. I can kind of do that from anywhere.
Okay.
And so what I want to do is really get into the wedding band business or any kind of corporate bands. And the cool thing is, because I have taught for the last 14 years to singers all over the world, I know singers all over the world, and I can genuinely promise that in all over the United States, in the UK, in the UAE, I can put together a group of singers and musicians to fulfill whatever requests you have at your event.
Wow. Wow. I was going to ask you, who are some of the people that you work with, I guess, that we would know if you're at liberty to say? You may not.
So I think my most recent famous person that I think everybody would know, her name is Diane Guerrero, and she's best known for two things. I think her name was Maurice. I can't remember her character name, but Orange is the New Black. She was the Latina in
Oh,
Orange is the New Black, and she was also the character Isabella in Encanto.
oh wow.
Yeah. So she contacted me a week before the Oscars and said, "Hey, I've known about you for a year. You're amazing. I should have called you a long time ago, but I
Wow.
have to sing for the Oscars next week. So I need you to get me right."
Oh,
Yeah.
peak.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
He
That's
trusts.
the joy of working with famous people.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, everybody usually knows her. Yeah, I think somebody that people Americans wouldn't know. I tend to work with famous people who are overseas. So
Okay.
like probably one of my biggest artists actually lives in Africa, Angola to be more specific. And she's like the Beyonce of Angola. Millions of followers, millions of records sold. She's incredibly popular and successful. And she called me after she had a baby to help, bring her voice together. And then I vocal produced her following album after that. Yeah, so that was amazing because I got to go to Portugal like 3 times, to work with her. She lives in Angola and Portugal. So yeah, it was amazing.
That has to be amazing. Because I was about to ask you now, how often you have to travel to go, or do you do opera singers as well?
Yes, but not as here's the thing. Okay, so I have a master's degree in vocal performance.
Okay.
And so because I know maybe at some point one day I'm gonna want my doctorate, I wanted to get some experience just teaching opera. So I put in my resume as soon as I graduated,
Okay.
2020, and I got hired at Georgia State Perimeter College. So
Wow.
I was able to just teach opera to a bunch of students for a year. And then I stopped doing it because then it went back to face. It was during the pandemic, like when the pandemic was, everything was locked down. So
Right.
it worked out. But yeah, my business was going so crazy that I was just like, hey, this year was amazing, but I'm going to have to not come back.
Not come back. Wow.
Yeah, so I do that. And even in my private practice, because I know the benefits of opera, I don't care what you sing, I'm gonna probably throw at least one opera song at you. And I have some people who are R&B artists, gospel artists, who the only thing they want to learn from me is classical music because
Okay.
they see the benefit. All of my formal training, which I've trained for a very long time, is classical music. I just happen to understand gospel and R&B and all that because that's familiar. That's what I grew up around. But what I learned was how to take the classical technique and apply it to
Right.
R&B and gospel so that it could be sustainable.
Mm.
You know, there's no reason to be 35 years old with nodules and polyps and your voice is raspy and all that. That's
You're
just a vocal abuse.
unvocal. I love it. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Hey, wow, wow, wow. I don't know how I would do on the opera, but my God.
I'm telling you, it would change your life. Well, you would be upset with me, honestly. Oh my God.
Yes, yeah.
Should I tell you this one lady? She was just like she was older. I think she was maybe 60.
Okay.
And I had to teach her opera because of the school setting. And she was like, you know, if this was Gladys Knight, I'll be able to sing it. But
No, she.
I'm just having a hard time with this, you know. So it's like, well, yeah, I need you to wrap your mind around it. That's what you signed up for, you
Hey,
know. But not doing Gladys Knight.
if it was Gladys, she could do it.
Yes, honey. She was. So you know what? One day during class, I said, you know what? Go ahead and sing the Gladys Knight for me. I want to hear it. I
Oh,
want to give her because I remember being like that my first year
okay.
as a classical student. I felt like you're just not keying into the stuff I'm good at. That's why I'm sucking right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because everything was like, shall we gather at the ring? But it didn't sound like that my first year. It was like, shall we gather at the my vocal folds weren't coming together. So I was like, you're just not giving me. And one day my vocal teacher was like, okay, well, just let me hear your gospel. And I was like, Calvary, you know, like I wanted her to hear me bell, like, you need to give me the stuff, good stuff, you
Oh,
know.
yeah. Oh my God. Your
Yeah.
voice is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So have you not only being a vocal trainer and coach, and if I'm saying it correctly, do you write music since you're so passionate about music?
I mean, yes. It's funny because I don't think I consider myself a songwriter, but I have written my songs.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So you
Yes.
all around just a bad queen. Oh, God. Oh, gee. So yeah, so you're writing, you're teaching, you're training, this is yeah, powerful.
I'm excited because there's actually a song that I also co-produced that I came out with called Abide. Really, I love that song so much. If you ever hear the song Abide, it's
Oh,
gorgeous. I didn't write it, but I did co-produce it. I was like, I want to change this whole arrangement, and I did. So I was really excited about that. But two of the other songs that I have out, I did co-write. So yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So can you sing a little piece of one?
Oh, I suppose. Hold on. No, but for real, I've been sick this week, so there's like a cough,
Okay.
you know. But just a piece of one of my songs. Which one is the most singable a cappella? Seriously.
Oh my.
All right, I'm gonna try,
You
but
can.
seriously, there's a cough. But
I know. I get it.
yeah, I had to demonstrate so everybody's clear. All
Oh,
right. uh, I will abide in you. Nothing I'd rather do than to be caught up in your amazing love, just to experience your blessed presence. Said it fills my cup fuller than enough. So I'll just stay right here. I believe I'll just stay right here in your presence, Lord. Here I believe I'll just stay right here.
Jesus. Now, oh, if that's the call, girl, please. If that is you brought tears to my eye, the sweet
Oh, praise God.
voice, my God,
Oh,
bless me. That blessed me truly. Oh, oh
oh,
my God. Thank you for doing that.
oh, praise
Wow,
God. You're welcome.
that blessed me. I mean, soothing your voice. Wow.
Oh,
I had some of that, girl. That's, oh, Jesus. I was led. Oh my God. God have you,
your
yeah.
heart is so tender.
I like,
That's
wow.
so nice.
And for you to say that you have a cough and you've been a little under the weather and come out like that, I would be just, I don't know, in the ball to hear you in an auditorium on stage where you are going full blast.
Mm.
Tracy, I hope you're watching, honey, because yeah, you're gonna be in for a treat. Now I might have to get my coins together and join Tracy because I love music. I love music. Wow. That was awesome. All
Thank you.
right, y'all. Cry baby over here, but that just whoo, that's beautiful. I
Thank
heard
you.
it when you did the little opera piece. That was like, whoo, my God. And I always say people that can do that sings opera, they're just like so unique. That is just like I can't even articulate the word for that. And I've always had a passion to listen to it. Not really,
Mm.
but just to hear it, it is like it hits you really, really deep.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's to me it's very ethereal and I think the whole
Yes.
premise behind opera, they call it bel canto, which just means beautiful singing. That's really the style. It's bel canto style. And it means beautiful singing. And the science behind it is this is the most efficient use of the voice. The voice is the vocal folds are coming together in the most efficient way, the most balanced way to make the fullest, clearest sound. So it's like it's your voice in its purest form without any tension or any affectation of anything. That's what classical singing is. It's the purest form of the voice.
Wow. Love it. I have a god brother, Charles Wesley, and,
Hmm.
and Chuck. We call him Uncle Chuck, but Chuck
Hmm.
sings classical music, and he was actually um, over the boys' choir. I think it was at um, and Ingrid may be watching, but I want to say it was either Yale, but he sings like that. So we went to Macon when he comes through town and then
Hmm.
at the auditoriums or whatever, and to hear him and to know him. But when
Yeah.
he's doing that and he's in that zone, it blows my mind. All I can say, and of course the tears, and I said, "You better sing, Uncle Chuck," because it blows my mind.
Hmm.
Because to see him just in family interacting and just cutting up. But when he is in there in that tuxedo and on that piano and
Oh,
playing, oh, and he met. I'm like, come on, dude. I mean, really. But
that's
so
amazing.
y'all are very unique people. That is very that's
Thank
a
you.
I love that. Wow. Well, you are blessing me. Oh my God. I pray that you will receive so many inboxes and
Mhm.
requests for assistance in the training for doing this saying yes to table talk because this is a blessing, but I'm definitely Tracy's definitely going to reach out and I'm going to reach out, but I have to go. So tell them how they can reach you to inquire or even connect to do it, to be a part.
Mhm. I mean, what you're saying is great. I'm pretty active on social media. So if you follow me on social media, Dileesa Vocal Coach on IG, I'm pretty active there. Um, Or you can go to my website, dileesa.com, Dileesa.com, and sign up for a free consultation, and I can walk you through the different programs I have, because I do private sessions. I also do group sessions, and I actually have a membership program as well. That's just $6.99 a month, and there's like a ton of videos that get fed to you there. And I have videos that are just for sale. So teaching videos on different topics, so like chest voice, head voice, mixed voice, singing ad libs, warming up, all of that good stuff.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean that went over my head. I ain't even go fake. I'm not gonna front, honey. You said all that. Yeah, that sounds really good. But
all the things,
all that. So I bless God you for Chasneen for connecting, because like I said, I go, I don't want to say I stalk your page, but definitely I'm always peeking in. I said she just bad like that. Oh my God.
thank you.
This has been awesome. So I don't want to talk your ears off, but definitely please go and follow Dileesa on Facebook and any of the other social media platforms. You could find her on IG. What exactly is on IG? I know how to go to it, but I can't tell that.
Oh, my IG is Dileesa Vocal Coach.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
The Vocal Coach. And on Facebook,
just Dileesa Archer.
Okay. So definitely, if you're interested, you have a passion to get some training and a desire, you love music like me, you might want to contact her, reach out. You'll be glad that you did. So I'm definitely going to inquire, but this has been amazing. I thank you so very much. I appreciate your patience and your yes. Continue to make a difference, because you are definitely an impact and a great influencer that is doing big things. And I see just major things coming your way. So we are in our new season. And so God is blowing the minds of his people. And so I see so much more for you. But thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing great things on you. So welcome. Everyone, please remember to share this episode of Table Talk as we say goodnight to the amazing, powerful, anointed Dileesa Archer. Yes. And we'll see you back here on the 18th. We are on Table Talk every first and third Thursday of the month. Super excited. Once again, have a great night, and thank you so very much. We'll be in touch soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
She's a diva with a destiny. Got purpose and zest, you see. Books, business, and accessories. She walks in favor and she's blessed indeed. She keeps her head and her heels high, and her limit soars beyond the sky. If it's purpose she's pushing, you've tuned in with Table Talk with a Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya. Hey, hey. And if you're feeling down, come in. The enemy he's trapped won't win. For God has given you vision, and in the end you shall win. Yeah. Table Talk with a Diva. Why? Join in, it might free ya. Yeah.